So today we're doing the big one. It's our last day in the Alps and we've just started rolling up the Stelvio. We're going to be taking the Umbrail Pass down into Prato and then climbing back up the long side of the Stelvio. So it's going to be about 100k long with over 4,000 meters climbing. Ciao! 11k up the Stelvs now, hitting the switchbacks. Ciao! Ciao! Woo! Just passed a guy back there, grinding it up in the big ring, up the Stelvio switchbacks, and I'm just rolling past in the 32. He said he was doing strength effort, so we'll leave it at that. The original plan was to turn left about 4k from the top of the Stelvio and go over Umbrail Pass, which is a little lower than Stelvio, but Jackson and Ian, the madmen they are, persuaded me that we're going to do the Stelvio in full, roll back down to the Umbrail, go over the Umbrail and carry on round to the backside of Stelvio and do that as well.
Hey man, do epic shit.
Do epic shit.
You can't not, it's our last day of the trip, you know?
We've got to go out with a blast. Just thought I'd talk a bit about pacing on long rides like this. Today, my power meter isn't working and I don't have a heart rate monitor either. But even if it was working, I wouldn't be using it that much since we have so much fatigue in our legs. Going off what I think my FTP is would be blowing up way too early. So you just got to ride to feel on rides like this. Just take it as it goes. If you feel like you're going into the red, even if the power is not too high, just ease it off a bit. But they're going easy on me today so far.
We got a lot left, brother.
Descended down from the Stelvio to Umbrail Pass. We're about to descend down. It is bloody cold. We all packed warm clothes, but definitely underestimated the temperatures today. It's crazy the differences in temperature and heat. You get a bit of wind, you get a bit of cloud, and the temperature just drops up here. Check out these views. Mid-ride snack, banana hot dog.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.
We were just having a discussion now on whether you go for socks below the leg warmers or on top of. I mean, Jackson just has shit on his legs now, so I've been fighting for the socks over the leg warmers, but they're telling me it's pretty much like a Hubbard move to do that.
It is a Hubbard move.
Yeah. What do you think? Over or under? They're spirit demons. They're wishing us good luck for the Stelvio.
I need to get my crystal charged.
Jackson's got his crystal charge and energized his aura, ready for...
My aura's feeling a little bit red today because I'm kind of tired. So that means I need to jump into the river over here to cool down my yam or yin or something.
Reached 2200 meters elevation now. Been climbing for just over an hour. Hard work from this side. It's definitely a lot steeper. Yeah, got about 6.5 k's to go. 550 more elevation gain. One k to go. Woo! Absolutely dying. This is brutal. At the top of the Stelvio for the second time.
The third time in 2 days, bro.
Yeah, the third time in 2 days, second time today. the last few Ks definitely kicked up some gradient, and yeah, I was finding it hard. It's just such a good feeling to push yourself to the limit day after day. Sometimes it's like, it's totally inconceivable of you even making it to the top. It's like 25k away, 2,000 meters climbing, and you're like, how the hell am I going to do this? But you just keep tapping away, and you get there eventually. So
Always asking that question.
So now we're at the top, shivering a bit, and Ian's gone missing, and the theme of the trip is basically, where's Ian? Because he always goes missing and we're always waiting for him. Made it down that pretty hair-raising descent today, but I'll talk about that in a bit. Just glad to be home. So it's the evening now on our last day in Bormio, and I got back from the ride earlier. I was pretty damn frustrated. We descended and climbed up and down from the Stelvio for the final time, and there was literally thousands of motorbikes and cars and scooters on the road, and a lot of them were driving pretty unsafely. It really took away from the enjoyment of the ride back, because A, it was just riding in a bunch of fumes, and B, I was constantly worried about my safety. And yeah, it just made me sad because there's so many flowers on the side of the road up there, where people have obviously died, crashed, and everyone there is just out having a good time. Like, these motorbikers are just enjoying the road. The Stelvio is an incredible road. It's one of the most insane, spectacular roads I've ever ridden on, and all these people are just out enjoying it. But it does make you realise sometimes the expectation you lay on in your head about these crazy destinations or these crazy rides you're going to do in your head, and the reality of riding there. And thoughts go back to when I was in Yosemite. Obviously it's one of the biggest tourist attractions of California, and I was like, I can't wait to go there. It's going to be amazing and spectacular. And it was, don't get me wrong. Some of the views there were just incredible, and I had a good time there, but it took an hour and a half drive with a constant steady flow of traffic to get down into the valley, and it was just busy and not really what you see on TV or in the pictures. And just managing your expectations versus the reality of going to these famous places is quite important, I guess. And on this trip, we had big expectations for this day, and it was a crazy day. We had a great ride, and it was a really challenging ride, and I really enjoyed it, and we all really enjoyed the day. But for the fun we had, I much rather enjoyed some of the other rides. Like the Paso Gavia was a much better road, I think, and much quieter. And one day where we just went out for a nondescript ride over Col du Grandon in Chambéry, and we found this random deserted back lane that we had no idea where it was going. And I didn't even video that day. I didn't even take out my camera, didn't film a thing, but it was the most fun ride I had on this trip. On the other hand, the Tour de France day, like, we all hyped up that beforehand, and it was just insane. The atmosphere and the emotions on that hill were incredible. That is definitely one of the best times I've had on the trip. So, like, in conclusion, when you're going on trips away and you have sort of a few days singled out and you're like, this day is going to be amazing, don't lay too much pressure on yourself to have the best day ever in your mind. You just need to stay present in the moment the whole trip, and really take enjoyment and take gratitude that you can be out there having a good time the whole time. These single events that you single out might not be the best thing. Maybe the best day will come from a totally unexpected experience where you meet two friends up on a hill. And yeah, I'm struggling to formulate my thoughts at 10:30 at night after a 7-hour day riding, but yeah, just stay present, be grateful that you're out there, and Ian's just farting in the background. So that kind of sums it up. I hope you enjoyed these videos while we've been in the Alps. I hope you could take some value from them. I hope maybe you could be inspired a bit to go out and and move your body, be it ride your bike, go hiking, whatever. Like if you don't ride bikes, there's a million other different exercises or ways you can see the world. I hope it also showed you that it can be done eating a plant-based diet as well. We've done this whole trip eating vegan. We've had pretty much no problems whatsoever. A couple of days we've been eating a bit too much cereals for my liking, but it's not been that hard. There's like vegan croissants and set menus in like the service stations in Italy. It's crazy, the options that are available. So you can take away that we've ridden 50 hours in the past 2.5 weeks, eating this way, having no trouble, functioning as normally, that it won't hold you back in the future to eat more plants. And if you do eat vegan already, don't let it hold you back from putting yourself out there and going adventuring in a new place because you're scared about, oh, what options will I have? I'm not sure where my meal's going to come from. Just go out there and put yourself in this situation and you'll be alright. So thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you from Wales.